Hey everyone, welcome back to another Tic Tac Taiko. You know what I haven't done on this channel in a while? Solo parameter drills. This week I'm going to do one that's going to push you outside your comfort zone, help you step outside of the box, stretch your creative muscles, and it's a lot of fun. See you after the break. Let me briefly explain what a solo parameter drill is for those who may not have heard it. Maybe you're new to the channel, or you did watch the videos that talked about it and it's been a while. Let me refresh your memory. Quite a while ago, I developed solo parameter drills as a tool to help Taiko players like you and me get unstuck from our ruts and our habits and that feeling like we just can't play new stuff. With the solo parameter drills, you absolutely can. The beauty of these drills lies in the fact that no matter what kind of Taiko you have or what arrangement you put them in, they're useful. It doesn't matter how long you've been playing Taiko. It doesn't matter how comfortable or not you are with solos. The solo parameter drill has something to offer everyone, no matter the situation. In general, the solo parameter drill does one of three things. It either forces you to play multiple things that you don't normally play, or it forces you not to play things you normally would play, or it gives you a mood or a feeling that you have to embody while you solo. And sometimes more than one of those three. And when I teach my soloing and improv workshop, I do this drill. And for those who are maybe uncomfortable or new or shy, especially in front of strangers that they've never played in front of before, this drill is an excellent icebreaker. Everyone has fun. Again, even those who have been playing for a long time get a lot out of this drill. This week's particular parameter drill is a little challenging, but very accessible. It has a lot to offer. And in the beginning, you don't even have to actually do it. You just have to think about what you would do, and you'll see what I mean. And before I get into the substance of this week's parameter drill, if you like the video so far, or if you think you might like it, or if you're having a good day, whatever, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Let YouTube know you like the content. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button somewhere down here, go ahead and give that a click. I would really appreciate it. All right, here we go. All right, we've got 3 sections of this drill. You're in section 1. Congratulations. Here's what I want you to imagine. You've got a short chunk of time. Let's say 8 counts of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, etc. 8 of those, not very long. You can either have one drum beta upright or one drum naname at a diagonal, either or. Somewhere in that chunk of time, you're going to strike the drum once and only once, no less, no more. And the question is, when? For purposes of this week's drill, anything that touches the drum is considered a hit, whether it's the bachi or you or anything else. Anything that the bachi comes in contact with, aside from the hand that's holding it, is also considered a hit. So there's not a lot of loopholes here. It's pretty straightforward. One hit, no more, no less. So I want you just to take a few seconds to think of one version of that drill that you might do. It doesn't have to be the best, the most amazing version, just a version. I bet you if you took a few minutes, you'd come up with a lot, maybe some you really like. But for now, just have one version, one scenario with those rules in mind before you go to the next section. And the only reason I want you to have at least one idea before you move on is because it'll make the next section more impactful. You'll get more out of it. Hello, welcome to section 2 of the video. If you don't have a scenario from section 1 before you get here, go ahead, pause the video, think of it, and when you're done, unpause. I'll be here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run through a bunch of different scenarios, some on beta, some on naname. I'm not going to worry about doing just 8 counts of 4. It'll be a short amount of time, but I don't want to worry about counting 8 exactly each time because there's going to be many. I'll show you the ones that I think are really good or interesting and the ones that aren't. I don't know, maybe in the future I'll do a blooper reel. Anyways, here we go. So at the very least, I'm hoping you were entertained. I found it entertaining. I had a lot of fun doing that. So what did we see? I went through some simple variations, some fun variations, and variations which I should be ashamed of, but I'm not. So there. You might think that this drill is too unrealistic, too artificial, but I have seen songs with rapid solos in succession. One soloist, another soloist, another soloist, just really, really short amount of time. If the person in front of you, before you, is going to play a lot of notes, and you know the person after you is going to play a lot of notes, and you play one note, that's going to have impact. And if you do it really well, it's going to have a lot of impact. Another way you can utilize this drill is in a regular length solo, whatever regular it might be. You've got your length of time, and somewhere in here you decide, okay, I'm going to stop playing notes here. I'm going to do something. I don't know what. I'm going to hit my note, and I'm going to stop playing notes until I get back to this point and then continue my solo. In this way, you have impact, you make a statement, and you are expressing yourself in other ways than just hitting notes. There are many taiko players who get stuck with this idea that if I want to express myself through taiko music, I have to play a lot of notes, or I have to keep playing notes. And the idea of not playing notes, the idea of movement, the idea of expression outside of these notes is scary or foreign and not maybe even something you're considering. And that's what this drill is addressing. More about that in a second. And one thing I'm actually hoping for is a few of you out there, when you watch the sillier, kind of crazier stuff, thought, I would never do that. But you know, those are the moments I live for, because you may not do something that weird, but you're thinking about what you would do, and that seed wasn't there before you watched this video. I love that, and I'm really, really hoping that some of you experienced that. Okay, lesson 1. What you'll realize, especially after doing this drill, even just a few times, it's not how you hit the drum. And it's even not about when you hit the drum. It's what happens before the hit. It's what happens after the hit. That has impact. It's also your facial expressions and your body language. All of those things have impact. The hit itself, not so much. And it seems like a simple lesson at first, but once you start doing it and realizing you're spending way more mental energy around the other stuff, around this stuff, than this thing, that's when the lesson really hits. The second lesson is realizing that all that stuff before and after and this requires practice to do well. You can just do it on the spot, but if you're not used to doing it, odds are it's not going to go well, at least after trying it a few times. You might have some successes, you might also have some not successes. And just like we practice musicality, tempo, ki, posture, endurance, any of those skills is just like practicing before, after, face, and body. It's a skill that needs to be practiced. And the really good thing about this drill is you're only hitting the drum once, which means you've got a lot more bandwidth available to think about the before and the after and the face and the body. Normally you're playing notes and you might even have some motions you're trying to do, and you're looking and trying not to look down and listening to tempo. This way you don't have to have all of that other stuff. You have more freedom and more presence of mind to try other things. And because this drill is one hit, do it again, one hit, do it again, you have a lot of opportunities to try stuff out. Now, number 3 is something you may not realize from doing the drill, but hey, that's why I'm here teaching it. The third lesson is that all of that stuff, you have to watch yourself and see yourself from the audience, because that's what it's for. You are expressing yourself as a player, and authentic expression is never wrong. But if you're trying to entertain, if you're trying to have an impact, if you're trying to get a mood across or a feeling across, you don't know if it's happening without seeing it. So you can do this drill anywhere, anytime, without a video camera, without a phone. But if you really want to practice this, if you really want to have the impact you can, you've got to watch yourself. And I know for a lot of taiko players, ironically, we like to perform, but we don't like to watch ourselves perform. So set up your camera, set up your phone, and then do the drill over and over until you forget the phone is there, until you're more focused on what's happening and what you want to get out than the little lens looking at you. And then when you're watching, watch impassionately, watch without expectations. You know what you were trying to get across. Did it come across? Maybe the facial expression doesn't convey the joy or the mischievousness that you're trying to accomplish. Maybe your body language isn't really what you were hoping to see. Maybe you slouch. Maybe the stuff coming before and after is really excited, but your body posture says, I don't know. I could go into a lot of possibilities. You will know whether or not you were successful by watching yourself. And in watching yourself, you know what to do better. Now, I'll be honest and transparent here and say that for me personally, one of the things that I know I have to work on a lot is my facial expressions. I can beam out joy easily when I'm playing Taiko and I feel happy. I'm happy. The audience can see happy, but something that's not happy or off, those middle moods, I'm often seeing myself on video and thinking, wow, that is not what I thought I was projecting. Or I was feeling this thing, but I can't read it on my face. So that lets me know I need to work on it more. And often it's selling it, exaggerating, or just being more comfortable with that thing. And the only way I know to improve is by watching myself do it, as uncomfortable as it is. And this is where the drill pushes you out of your comfort zone, not just in trying new things and maybe feeling awkward, but in watching yourself try new things and being awkward, seeing what worked, seeing what you thought worked but didn't, and having that honest, critical thought process dialogue with yourself. Now, I realize a lot of people aren't going to do this drill. For those of you who do, I am overjoyed. Let me know, and let me know how it went. Let me know if you had any breakthroughs or light bulbs, or if you hated it, but let me know why you hated it. Drills like these take us past performing, past playing. We evolve as artists, and sometimes you don't know you want that until you start doing it, and then you can't be stopped. You just keep on going. But at the very least, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was entertaining, gave you some food for thought, some seeds that are planted. And until next time, keep on practicing and be well.